Oh,
Oh my god, that's
extra seasoning, I guess. I don't know.
oh my god. Listen, no, they do. They have a lot of STDs, though. That's why they always bragging about their peen. Like, oh gosh, black women, you gotta do better.
They love their penis so much, but won't go get checked out at a doctor. They won't get a prostate exam. They won't go get checked up. They won't buy the best condoms. They'll even let that nasty thing be ashy, but they love it so much. Don't even take care of
Oh, Halo said, "Baby, she likes to rock." I'm
it.
so sorry, y'all. She says she likes Rocky Road. Oh my god. Oh, I'm dying. Oh my gosh. I love my subscribers. Oh my gosh. Whew. Hey, for that. My husband was like, he has the Rona. I said, yeah, the herpes Rona. Listen, people ask me, how do I come up with the things? So I'm a creative person. I can't help it. It is what it is. I'm a creative person. So whatever comes up, it is what it is. And right. Hey, JG, she says Usher had the green stuff leaking. Okay. So my thing is, if you are a woman, and I don't care how good he smells, whatever, you see green things come, you see a green thing coming out. What? What didn't you?
Exactly. Mucinex germs coming out of his thing, and they don't even care.
He said, let
Like,
it burn.
she thought it was salsa verde? Like, what the hell? Like,
What?
I can't.
This
Like,
is
I
not
can't.
Chipotle. What is the guacamole? Like, what the? Black women, please have your standards. Like, seriously, oh my gosh. I mean, he did the song Burn. Like, he basically told on himself. What's crazy is, I just saw a comment. Let me see if I can pull it up. Vanessa says, what'd she say? Her prona. That's a good one. Oh, no, he didn't have a baby. She gave birth to his baby the other day. Third child. Like, you can't tell me it's not for money, though. Oh my god.
I hope the baby's healthy. I don't know if the kids can be born with herpes. I haven't done any research, but I hope the kid's healthy. At least.
You know, that tells me a lot about a woman knowing his history and you still try. I'm done. I'm not
I'm glad
just thinking about it. And they're talking, and you know what? They're the main ones talking about black women and their hygiene. Like, really? You want to sit here and talk about black women and their hygiene? Really? Okay.
No, they have no room to talk. Like, they are such hypocrites. And that's the thing. Like, everyone's just looking at them. They don't have the room to talk about anything. Money, hygiene, jobs, anything that involves responsibilities, anything that revolves around looks, because they're ugly. They're just ugly, most of them.
Exactly.
And most of them just don't have room to talk, but they keep talking. It's so annoying.
Make sure you get the lights up because we have haters in here. We have 8 people in here that just dumped, or 10 now. We have haters in here. We have hate watchers. I must be triggering people. Go ahead and get the lights up, y'all. Make sure you subscribe to my channel too, because we all know how it is. People don't want to. People don't like when you talk about the truth. So it is what it is. Oh, and speaking of which, you know how they're making plans for the stimulus, right? The second stimulus. Well, now they're saying how prisoners, those who are in jail, they can actually file for stimulus checks. Did you all hear that?
Oh, I didn't know about that. No, I didn't know.
Oh boy, they're about to get money in their commissary.
Oh boy.
Like, they have until October 15th to file, though. This is for the first time. So this is going to be interesting.
Wow, yeah, they're finally going to have a net worth over $1,000 for once. exciting times.
I guess they're gonna
Like
buy about 500 packs of ramen noodles.
I don't even want to know. I don't want to know. Like, I just don't understand how black women keep fishing in prisons for men. Like, it's just gross. Again, I don't see the appeal. And I'm not lying. Next time you guys go to the supermarket, you guys let me know. I'm just saying, look at the devil dogs and you will never eat one again. So, I mean, you guys let me know next when you go to the supermarket this weekend. But these guys are bums. Like, they're just losers and everyone's laughing at them, not with them. And they have to work so hard to bring black women down because really they are the ones that are down. And, they're just so sneaky. Like, they're really trying so hard to throw black women under the bus and to get everyone to hate us. And they think that no one sees what they're doing. It's so gross.
And Carol says, what in the world can they do with the stimulus payment? Ramen noodles and chips.
Mm-hmm.
Phone calls to their loved ones.
But, like, so do you think if they owe child support, they would still get it? Or is that still going to be a thing?
Well, I know for the first one, if someone owed child support, they weren't eligible for the stimulus package. I think for the second one, that may change. I don't know. They were saying that there were a lot of people who did owe child support. They were complaining about it, so I don't know. But I've read some where they were saying if they did owe still, they won't get it the second time, and there are some they're saying that they would. So we're just gonna have to see. This is gonna be very interesting, I tell you.
Yeah, that is interesting. I mean, because Lord knows black men act a fool when they get money. I guess we're not going to get, it's safe to say we're not going to get a Black Wall Street. That we're not going to get. So mammies better not be holding their breath.
Yeah. Olivia, thank you for the super chat. She says, black men need to stop about their supposed big peen. I told a black man online, the other races of men was supposed to similar peen conquered it, or smaller peen conquered them. Yeah, see, it's like it's not even about the peen size, and they're still conquered. So like out of curiosity, Luna, what is your man type? Like, what is your type of man that you would like to be with, or that you're attracted to?
Oh goodness, I have a thing for dark hair and light eyes. It's just something about that I just love. Like, no offense, but redheaded guys creep me out, so that's a no for me. I also don't really like bald-headed guys. That's a no for me. I don't really care for blonde hair too much. I mean, I've seen a blonde guy, be attractive every now and then, but the darker the hair, the light eyes, like almost like the Prince Eric type, but real, not a fictional character. I think James Marsden is gorgeous. Anyone that could probably play Superman or like the tall, dark, and handsome type. I just love that. And I'm definitely a suit and tie type. I can't deal with hippies and man buns and, I've seen some Asian men that have long hair, Native American men that have long hair, and they're kind of attractive. But I'm really I like the Wolf of Wall Street type, suit and tie, dark hair, light eyes. I just love that.
Someone asked me a question, and she says, let me read it. What are your thoughts on men going to women's prison if they identify as women? Well, you can't change biology no matter what you say. And I'm not saying that to you directly, but just because you want to play the role of a woman doesn't mean you're a woman. You're a man. And I don't think that you should be in a woman's prison. I think, if anything, many of them do it for perverted reasons because they want to have more access to women. Kind of like in Target when they're allowing transgendered people to go into the girls' bathroom, which I think is very, very dangerous because I've already read stories of guys going in there trying to do things with women and girls. So I'm not a fan of that. People may say, oh, well, you're being transphobic and everything else. Listen, God made two, men and women. Okay? Doesn't matter if you have something removed or added on, whatever it is, your biology does not change. Your genes do not change. So if you were made as a man, you're a man. If you're a born man, you're a man, point blank in the period. And that's how I see it. Some people get angry at me, but it is what it is. You could be a man, okay? You were biologically born a man, and you can go and get tits put on your chest. Okay, you can even go far as to have your male part being removed. Um, and you'll do everything you can. You take hormonal therapy and everything like that. Try to sound more feminine, but you're still a man. Point blank in the period. I don't know how you feel about that, Luna, but that's just me. And I hate. See, this is the thing that I don't understand now with the so-called culture. Everyone always talking about the culture, the cancel culture. And not only that, people get triggered over everything. Why are you getting triggered over the truth? I don't understand that. So because people were calling out the truth, all of a sudden you're offended. Like, stop. You can try to twist the words around and try to make it seem as if it's something totally different, but it is what it is. The truth is it is what it is. The truth hurts. Stop getting triggered over the truth. So how do you feel about that, Luna?
I mind my black ass business when it comes to the prisons. So, I don't really read on it. I don't really care. And, I don't know anyone in there. I have no plans on going there. But beyond scared straight was enough for me. So, I mean, I guess I'm an asshole. Like, I don't really care. But it seems like that's just gonna cause more problems. But that's their problem, not mine. So, I guess it is what it is. And yeah, like everyone's offended over everything. Everyone's got these entitlement issues as if they're owed something. And I find like people just don't stay in their lane and you have to kick them back into their lane. So, and I have no problems doing that. Like, I don't let people tell me what to think or tell me that my eyes are deceiving me or that their feelings are facts. Okay, you feel like a woman, but the fact is your DNA says otherwise, so I don't give a damn. Like, it is what it is. Like, you can do what you need to do, but you're not going to tell me to ignore the truth. But as far as the prison culture, oh well, I mean, that's their issue. And I think that's the plight of women and men who have relatives in those situations. I don't. So it's just not on my radar and I'm not really interested.
Lord Tavek, he says PC culture and cancel culture is killing this country. I do agree. Like, I swear, I should just call it trigger culture. Because really what's going on is that people get triggered by something that you say. Like, I remember there was a point in time where as people that have a difference of opinion, and it's like, all right, cool. But now everyone gets triggered over everything. And I'm like, are you serious? So now you want to make people feel bad because they think differently than you? Because they feel differently than you? Really? I mean, last time I checked, we're human and we're all not supposed to think or feel the same. So I find that there are a lot of people getting triggered. Now, I know I've seen some posts where they say, oh, it's just young people. No, don't just pin it on the young people. I've seen a lot of triggered older folks, okay? They get triggered, okay? So we're just not going to sit here and make it seem as if it's just like the younger people. Older people are just as triggered. If not, they're even more triggered than those who are younger. So let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it real. Okay? It's I don't know what it is, but it seems like people are just so much, so sensitive. And it's just really irritating. Like, there's some times when I wish that social media didn't exist. Things were so much easier without social media. Now, I know for those of you who are younger, you wouldn't know what it's like because you guys actually grew up when there was social media. But for some of us who did grow up without social media, I mean, for me, I feel like things were a lot more easier. And, but I'm not one of those that won't adapt to the times, but it is what it is. And Halo said it perfectly. She says people are lacking the ability to critically think nowadays. Right. So people think with emotion and not logic, and that's the problem. Take logic out of your thoughts for a minute, okay? Take a deep breath, sit there, and think about everything that's going on. Get your facts together, and then come to your own conclusion. But they don't do that. They just get triggered over something that someone said, and they just go full force. And it's irritating. I don't know how you feel, Luna, but it's just me.
Yeah, on Twitter, we were talking about weight loss, and then Here comes some mammies. Oh, you're fat shaming and blah, blah, blah. It's like, hold up. We're talking about weight loss. We're talking about ourselves. If you want to be a damn blimp, that's on you. You know, it's not about you. And, people don't like to hear that anymore, that it's
I'm
not
sorry,
about them.
Luna. I didn't mean to crack up, but when you said if you want to be a damn blimp, it's on you, and I literally just cracked up and almost spit out my drink.
Oh no. But it's the truth. Like, people are having a conversation amongst themselves. It's not about you. Like, you need to check your ego. If somebody else wants to lose weight and you're fat, what the hell does that have to do with you? You choose to be fat, and that's okay. If you're happy and that's the way you are, then you do that. Okay? No one's saying just because I'm on a diet that you have to be on a diet, Everyone feels so entitled. Everyone feels like everything is about them. And they're trying to make it to where everything is censored and that no one can speak up or say the truth. You can say the sky is blue and people will argue with you. Oh, no, it's not. It's rainbow. It's not even real. The earth is flat. It's like, shut the hell up. Who was talking to you? People insert themselves into conversations that they were not invited into. Again, people don't get bullied and shamed enough. People don't get slapped enough these days. I'm pretty savage, so social media doesn't bother me. I have no problems telling someone that I wasn't talking to them and that they need to get lost. I have no problems telling people to stay in their lane. I have no problems calling people out and telling them that I literally don't care how they feel. So, people get kind of shaken when they talk to me because I don't sugarcoat it. If I'm not talking to you, I'm not talking to you. If something doesn't apply to you, it doesn't apply to you. I don't give a F how you feel. You're not paying my bills. So I agree. People get triggered over every little thing. We can't even talk about boys. We can't talk about weight loss. We can't talk about pets. These miserable people don't want you to talk about anything, yet they also are not invested in improving themselves. So, I'm like, look, you want to be 400 pounds and you want to eat McDonald's every day. No one's trying to stop you. I don't know you. I don't care. Eat all the damn Big Macs for all I care. Seriously. Just because you want to eat the Big Macs doesn't mean that I want to eat them. How are you going to get mad because I don't want to eat them? Like, I just wish I could reach my hand through the computer and slap these people. I just want to backhand people so bad. Again, people are just lucky that I'm scared to go to jail because I really would just backhand the hell out of everybody. I really would.
Look, it was so funny when you were talking about the Big Mac thing. My husband was just cracking up laughing. It is so funny. But it's true, though, at the same time. Let me read some of these comments because I don't want you guys to think I'm ignoring you guys. I'm actually not. I just had, actually says self-hate literally means hate for yourself. Self-hate would be me constantly talking down on myself or bashing myself. BM don't know what self-hate means, to be honest. No, they just like to say things just to hear themselves speak. And that's what's bad because they're not even understanding what you're saying and they're just saying it because it sounds all nice. So, Poseidon says more direct. Vanette says sometimes people get triggered when they don't even know what you're saying. Like they have no vocabulary skills. Unfortunately, they don't. Okay. They just don't. A says very, very true. I had to learn to stop being so emotional, which I find that a lot of people don't understand. When you take emotion out of everything, I'm not saying that you're not supposed to feel any type of emotion, but when you take the emotion out of everything, things seems to come to light and everything seems to make sense. But people don't understand that. When you are acting out due to you being very emotional, you can end up thinking or doing the same things you should be doing. So, Underrated says they get triggered if it goes against their narrative, and I do agree. Shay says, hopefully these young girls can see through the fake BLM matter stuff or Black Love BS. Yeah, speaking of which, okay, I'm really irritated at the fact that BLM is being shoved down the throats of the young Black girls and women, especially this Black Love narrative. It's all a lie. Black love is a lie, okay? People get triggered, it is what it is, okay? If Black love is such a thing, why do you see so much dysfunction within these communities, okay? I don't like the fact that they're pushing this black love narrative of black girls and women. It's their way of controlling black girls and women. In my opinion, I feel like this is their way of trying to control them. This is their way of putting them in line, saying, "Don't you dare." You know what I mean? And it's really really sad, but this is what it is. This black love thing was a scam. Um, about a month or so ago, if you guys remember the OWN network, they had that program called Black Love. And on Twitter and other social media platforms, people were just calling it out because many of these men were dark skinned or brown skinned, and their women were very, very light or damn near white. And they're like, okay, so this is what black love is? Not one brown skinned, dark skinned black woman, all of them damn near white, mixed. This is what you're saying with black love? How can you sit here and preach black love when none of the women look like us?
Whoa! Let me make sure my microphone is good. The stream, sometimes I hear things louder than you hear them, but my voice is louder when I listen to the playback. So let me chill. I had a long day. I came home to kind of celebrate some success in my life. But I did hear some things that are very disturbing while I've been on my quiet silence. And I'm going to call it a silence because, I wasn't really engaging in this. I might have went live, but, that's just to keep the channel active. I'm walking around and cleaning the house the whole time, to be honest with you. But I'm listening to these things. I'm listening to these areas of YouTube, and shout out to John Legend, man. Losing a child is not something that is easy. Even facing that is something very, very fucking hard. So I give my utmost sympathy to my man John Legend. However, the things that I've heard pertaining to that man's fuck this music. The things that I've heard pertaining to that man's lost child from black women, yo, kind of got me angry. And I personally don't give a how they feel, or these chicks, whatever zone they in. It's not my kid, not my responsibility. I don't build, I don't create anything for you, so it's not my need to protect y'all. However, when y'all decide to come up on here and decide to talk about the lost children and think it's cool, like it's acceptable for you to talk about the loss of another woman's child because she's not black, but the child is from a black man, I don't know how y'all find that acceptable within or inside y'all community. Like, I just finished playing some stuff, and the video that I was playing, literally in the video, she said take all black men and dump them in the middle of the ocean. Years ago, I heard abort all black male babies. Like, the things that are coming out of these women's mouths on YouTube is fucked up. But y'all got mad at Obsidian, who said that if somebody else fucked you up, I'ma walk past you in a pool of blood. You know why he would walk past you in a pool of blood? And I don't want to co-sign some fuck shit, but yo, I'm hearing fuck shit. So I got to co-sign what he said because it's now relevant. Yeah, you chicks want to throw black men, all of them, in the middle of the ocean. Bitch, I can swim. And you want to abort black male babies, but you're mad at him for saying he would walk by you laying in a pool of your own blood. Nah, that's equal playing field shit. Y'all come online and say dumb shit. You come online and say stupid shit. You come online and think you can be hatred and filled with vitriol, and it's supposed to be acceptable. Yo, black men are tired of hearing y'all shit. If that's how you feel, fuck you. Yo, by all means, do you. Be about your way. But see, these chicks talk about they elevated, they divested, they left Blackistan. But when I listen to them, all I hear is complaints about black men and black women in Blackistan. How did you leave? When did you leave? Because, bitch, I still see you here. Do you need money for a bus pass? Get the fuck out of here. I'm getting a little bit frustrated, tired, and just at my wits with this shit. This can't be serious. This can't be real. This can't be life. There's no way that it's possible for these women to think that they can come online looking how they look, claiming to be who they are without providing any substantial evidence, and thinking that they deserve not to get cooked, roasted, and dragged on these streets. Oh man, listen, I'm gonna have a lot of fun soon. Right now, my mixed child is in the hospital, so I'm on some chill shit, and I haven't been focusing energy on y'all because you really don't deserve it. She gets all of my energy, and when she opened the eyes today, I got the hug, and kiss, all that other shit. Felt wonderful. It was amazing. Success. That's what I want to see. My child is stronger than most. She's not there complaining about life. She's trying to survive. And you women are over here complaining about your failed lives, your failed existence, and your hurt from school. Kids do bad things to each other. They're fucking kids. You're an adult now. Are you still that hurt? Are you still that broken? Why are you still holding on to these old school when you was in school getting rejected things, and then complain about the men who do the same thing? Because yes, them niggas is complaining about being rejected as well. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat the bullshit from either side, but come on. Y'all starting to talk about children's death. You guys are creating private video sectors and areas to talk badly about John Legend. And you wonder why he is with Miss Nugent or whatever her name is. This shit is disgusting. I wouldn't know how to describe it any other way. And if a black man did that to children like True Freeman did, yeah, he should be dragged and mauled all over these fucking streets. Black women do it, she should too. But you know, some of y'all like y'all accept that. Y'all accept that. A lot of y'all ain't got kids, so well, fuck y'all anyway. Your sperm, or your eggs don't work. So I ain't talking about or to you. But for some of y'all to come up here and like claim to be helping black women, but dragging the death of a child and think that you should be respected or accepted, like y'all are disgusting creatures, man. And to think that you're trying to represent black women or bring them into another direction, if that's where you taking black women, then I'm gonna have to be glad of the video that Sister George and them showed the other day of the young black boys saying that they don't want y'all. And I don't want to agree with that shit. I'm trying to tell people like we need to fix that. I blame us older generation, but you know what? Nah, fuck that. I don't blame us. I blame them. I blame these women. Cause we ain't raising them boys, right? We ain't here. We not building. We not fathers. We not none of that. So who created those boys that was in that video that said they wanted the white woman, they wanted the light-skinned woman, they wanted the Mexican? Who created those boys? It wasn't black men. Cause we gonna take it there. Now it was y'all, and now y'all mad. But y'all want to drag dead black babies because, well, he wasn't with you. Man, y'all some sick individuals. I understand now. And don't get it twisted. I come from the generation. I remember all the niggas ain't shit television shows and the black men don't qualify for me television. I remember that shit. So all you women who come up here and be like, these black men are talking on YouTube, and you know, they're no. That shit, the YouTube gave black men a way to fight back against national television. The only person that was a woman on national television that ever fought for black men was Shahrazad Ali. I can't think of anyone else. Can't find it. But I can find hers. Outside of that, before her, after her, it was YouTube. And black men got their own voices. And guess who listened and supported other black men? You know why? Because we sat back and we watched Sally Jesse Raphael, Ricky Lake, Oprah, Jenny Jones, Rolanda, Richard Bay, Jerry Springer. You want me to keep naming television shows that a lot of these women came on and degraded black men? We can still name them today. Steve Harvey. I mean, at the end of the day, where do you think these black men came from? Where do you think this social media just afforded a voice? That's all it did. But these women are running around and thinking that we're at the point to where they can just talk because they're reacting. No, reactions are over. That gender war shit is over. Are you going to be accountable for this statistic? Are you guys going to be accountable for all these black boys that were raised without fathers that you kicked out of the house? Are you guys going to be accountable? Are you going to be accountable for your reckless sex? Are you going to be accountable for having multiple baby dad? Are you going to be accountable? If you're not, then shut the fuck up. Nobody's talking to you anymore. That's the type of shit that's going down. I can play the rest of these goofy ass bitches talking points, but they're just hate-filled black women that don't represent real black women inside the community. Nah, these are the rejected ones that finally got like access to the internet. Crystal Swirl's dusty broke ass just finally got access to the internet. And 1,000 subs. All of them bitches is crying for 1,000 subs so that they can go live. There's only like 2 or 3 that I know of that went live after the whole 1,000 sub go live thing. You know, us broke people who had computers just went live from the YouTube computer. But you dusty motherfuckers was out here begging. Nah, but we do. You know what, man? At the end of the day, I get to love my child and watch y'all just absorb your failures, like be your failures, and think that your roast sessions and collabos talking about a community you said you left, you are either removed from, divested, or above, elevated. Yet you speak of, bitch, I left the projects. I don't talk about that shit. I don't work as a messenger in New York City anymore. You think I talk about that shit? I don't date this girl who used to be extra thick, but then got some surgery, so she extra skinny. I don't talk about that, man. I don't talk about that lovely woman. But y'all talk about black men every day, all the time, as much as you can. All you do. How can you be elevated and divested? How'd you elevate it and divested? Right? Because some of y'all like to talk about y'all marry her. How you elevate them with the elevation and divested, remove from a situation. I told him to tell him you work in a sanitation. No, I told him I was in a sanitarium. No, I told him to tell him you all that. How could you be that? But everything I hear is black men don't. You are looking at us hard as a motherfucker. Talking about what Spanish niggas build. Bitch, I'm in a Spanish community. I know what the fuck they build and do. You think that I ain't no snitch, so I ain't gonna talk. Y'all hold all these motherfuckers in high regard. Shout out to Minister Jap in the church for that shit he pulled earlier with showing Crystal Swirls crying over a fucking crackhead. All right? I don't want to hear nothing about none of you bitches nowhere. If Brad is the man, whether he on meth, crack, coke, weed, and whatever the horse tranquilizers and donkey, whatever the fuck he's on, if he's better than black men, then move your fucking ass on. Keep it pushing. Stop talking about us. I don't get it. Y'all say we talk about y'all. No, I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about you individuals in that particular sector because I don't know y'all in real life. See, on this black shit, YouTube stuff, I don't know where y'all come from, but I know you bitches. I know y'all because I'm handsome. So I know you bitches from high school. I remember you hoes. I definitely remember you hoes. And so I'm thinking of, why are you sitting here making these videos? Why are you? But then I got your pictures. Some of y'all, I got your channels, Facebooks, all that shit. I've seen a lot of you women. One literally came up here the other night and admitted that her mother and father was crackheads. That she was raised by her grandmother. And she's sitting down disparagingly talking about black men as if you qualified for a good one or you came from the stock of good ones anyway. You came from the era of fucked up black people. If you came from the era of fucked up black people and you're a product of it, and I'm not trying to offend anybody. I still know autistic people, but the point is you're online degrading black men because of your parents' choices, your mother's choice, who made you end up living with your grandmother being in church, but you're sitting down degrading black men because they didn't pay attention to you. No one pays attention to the special class. I'm sorry. No one. Like, you literally have a disability and you think you deserve Brad Pitt. That's how infectious this position is. Like, they're destroying the minds of our sisters, of our youth, of our younger generation. Trust me, I know. They're doing damage that, you know what? It might not be irreversible, but it might be the best position for black men. I think they should go their own way. I think it should be SYSBW. Go ahead. Because, gonna be honest with you, brothers, internationally, black women still love us. Here, with this minute Twitter following that is, I guess, gaining some traction, these women have whatever they want. But remember, men have some sort of semblance of extreme power when it comes to finances, dominances, and community building cultures. So I see all the black men building. I don't know what these women are talking about. If they feel that black men are not building, then, well, by all means, go find the men that are building. I keep saying that. We need to stop arguing with them and tell them to go find their builders. If we don't build, find your builders. We're not going to come to your enclave. We're not going to come to your little community over there. If you think we don't build, go find your builders. But once built, do not come. We need to really keep track records, logs, analogs. Like, before you walk into this black men built area, I'm gonna need your Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat. I want to see what you said about black men prior to this. If you one of those black men don't build stuff, then stay your ass the fuck out. Go find Enrique. Go find Slavic. Go find Jim Jones. Whoever you want to find, go find him. But you can't come over here with Pookie, Ray, and Tyrone. Ain't gonna work. If Pookie, Ray, and Tyrone build a community and put a gate around it, and you motherfuckers is online, on Twitter, on social media, on Facebook, whatever you talking about Pookie, Ray, and Tyrone, divestment, swirl, black man, don't come to no black male built shit. And shout out to the ladies who bought the 90-something acres or whatever. As homegirl broke it down. Shout out to Monica. Y'all really can't do nothing with that shit as far as building, but there was another black PAM developer that I heard on Bernard Rally's show who actually bought land and developed it with some houses on the motherfucker. Cool. I respect that shit. And no black man should be walking up in there talking about, hey, this my shit. You know, you buy your house on that land, that's yours. You do what you want with it. But the rest of that shit, can't. If the black woman built it, developed it with the funds, hey, want to see her backers. But hey, now black man, you build the same shit. And from what I hear on this internet, women think they should walk right up into it and get half. No, you build that shit. You need to fill out a qualification form before you walk into these gates. We can't have that bullshit. It's too much going on. Everybody else is praised higher, taken higher. Like they drag black male babies from non-black women, but would praise their own child. They also hate mixed women. I'm confused at some of these women and their agenda and where they're going with this. I've even heard some of them say, I've heard this. No, I got the tape. That if a black man has a child with a non-black woman, that child is not black. You're a child of your mother. But if a black woman has a child with any man on this nation outside of the black man, that child is going to be black. So listen, black women, this is what I'm listening to. Black women, if you have a child with a Filipino nigga, he's a black man. If you have a child with a Chinese man from Hong Kong, he's a black man. If you have a child with a Japanese, he's a black man. You have a child with an Australian, he's a black man. You have a child with a Russian, he's a black man. You have a child with an Irishman who comes out with red hair and green eyes, guess what? He's a black man. If you have a child of any of that, because you're a black woman, that's a black man or woman, right? But if a black man does the same thing and the child comes out blackity black, y'all, guess what? According to them, that's not a black person. That's the type of shit that I'm really about to expose. Y'all think this shit funny? I think I'm gonna end the year. I'm gonna drop some shit after the Manosphere award show. Yeah, I'm gonna put some shit together. I'm gonna have a lot of time on my hands at the end of the year. So after the Black Manosphere Award show, I think I'm gonna just go full out expose this whole BLK woman hating BLK woman and how it's really not our fault, that they need to really fix themselves before they could ever continuously keep talking to black men or seeking their acceptance. However, gotta get ready to go. So
do the act, 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 do the act. Shout out to LA, city in real condition. I real pain to the old man in the house. First it was quiet as mouse. No, I didn't hear a thump. I got woke up by a burglar. Shout out the bed, alerted by the smell of that rump. Yes, he's still wide and asthmatic and he's in them Cadillac. He's open up, he's a jump. Do the act, 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 do the act. Great kid still hanging out his booty crack. He takes kids, said he bang him, that's a duty act. Sometimes he attracts him with the Uber app, but that fails because his cars cannot move a jack. So one line where he goes for a duke to snatch. When his butt gets moist, oh, a match. A birthday where it ain't in the Saints little tent. That's I don't think. I would love to get to snuggle with the supple little fellow, but you gotta come to me because there's no muscle in my hustle. Great kid, activate defunct mode.
It's no normal for 2 hours.
Oh, enough time for enough grime. Knock, knock, there's your guess for the young man butt grind. Do the act. Do the act, 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 do the act. Shout out to LA, city in real game, dishing out real pain to the old man in the house. First it was quiet as mouse, no I didn't hear a thump. I got woke up by a burglar, shout out the bed alerted by the smell of that rump. Yes, he's still at it, asthmatic and wheezing them Cadillac. He's opened up piece of junk, and his wick kick and his room's a device that fumigates him a funk of lice. Also a satellite that can find boys that he likes. This is a sick twisted life. Do the act, 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 do the act. In rap, I exceed the best title of bees that checks out them repossessed titles, relieve the stress. I don't compete in roast battles without a beat. There is no need to throw fire. And Eminem, you could get it too. The little running hot spitball kitty pop shit is through. Shit is old like fucking with people's kids. Too many sheep clothes to see who the hero is. Do the act, 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 do the act. Shout out to LA, city in real game, dishing out real pain to the old man in the house. First it was quiet as mouse, no I didn't hear a thump. I got woke up by a burglar, shout out the bed alerted by the smell of that rump. Yes, he's still at it, asthmatic and wheezing them Cadillac. He's opened up piece of junk, and his wick in his rump's a device that fumigates him a funkin' of lice. Also a satellite that can find boys that he likes. This is a sick twisted life. Do the act, do the act.
Boss.
Come on! Bitches over, I'm a vicious soldier when I spit this motion. I'm a kick and smoke, no forgiveness given. When I hit this kidding where that fish was written on your tip is dripping. Use a little bitch with a fucking face and a bubble waist and your guts is straight. And I'm a trouble patient with your blood to spray when I swing the sex like I'm fucking Jason. Fucking pasty wife in them kids she spit out. That herpy pussy out pumping bitches. Have fun with it when I boot they asses from Kansas City to the front of Michigan. Use a faggot pussy, fat nasty nigga. Asthmatic, cankles, trapmatic needed. Med staffing nigga. And the last inspection of your dick declared it got a staph infection. Your raps are simple, but your back got pimples and you have no mental synapses in you. Just a latchkey man who takes a bath with men because you neither there to take a bath is simple. Can't wash your droopy skin, toilet goofy, and you rock a helmet out of Target. Stupid ass, otherwise before I bust your head. Your birth was the worst thing your mother did. That's Brian Vlogs, oh Brian Vlogs. Your mom should have kept her hymen on, cause when your father raped her and she got an abortion, the piece they left out is the part that made you. I warned your ass to fall back, you faggot. You didn't listen, you asking for it was an illegal seed like a batch of torrents. Your ass was born and I'm splattering your brain matter in you. Will show your mind. Well, I fuck your moms and that hook behind. She got chitlin breath, so I slit her neck. Cause grandkids are next. You better hit the deck. You wanna get this rep, then I'ma give it to you. Tom did this to you. All your shit is due. Your neck's a pack of French breath. This nasty steak, I'll kill you all in your living room. Cook your porky ass in your kitchen. Got frying hogs at the dinner giving. Taking intermission. Your women's kissing. Your ass goodbye. Now your inner sister. Your innards missing. Boom's basement buried. Two's face is scary when I get on niggas. Nobody wanted your whole body storming. Now kiss the ring cause I killed you. What? The fuck wrong with this nigga? Somebody come over here and clean this piece of shit up. So space.